Alright guys, listen up. I think I figured out when Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is finally coming out. I think the first teaser trailer will drop around Christmas 2025, then a second teaser in summer 2026. After that, we'll probably get the official trailer in fall 2026, right before the game launches. So yeah, I'm calling it now. Chapter 5 releases around Halloween or Christmas 2026. It fits the vibe, perfectly spooky, festive, and probably the final chapter. But what do you guys think? Huggy Wuggy, our new ally in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. If you haven't seen it yet, the first Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 teaser trailer dropped yesterday, along with the official Steam page and some brand new images. One of them even shows what looks like gameplay footage. At first glance, it seems like Huggy Wuggy is chasing us through the labs, trying to kill us again, while we use the flare hand to avoid him. But what if that's just what Mob Entertainment wants us to think? Here's my theory. Huggy might not actually be our enemy this time. In Chapter 1, he was sprinting through the vents trying to eat us. And in Chapter 4, at the very end, he maybe tried to help us by breaking the door open so we don't get lost in a deep sleep again. That's what's strange. In the new Chapter 5 image, Huggy isn't running, or it's not looking like he's attacking. He's just walking. Maybe something has changed. Maybe this time, Huggy's role is different. So maybe Chapter 5 is where we finally learn that Huggy isn't our enemy anymore, but our unexpected ally. Will Dr. Harley Sawyer return in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? My guess is yes, but you might ask why. After all, we literally killed him in Chapter 4, or did we? See, if you go back to the Chapter 4 teasers, it's revealed that Dr. Harley Sawyer isn't even human. He's a robot, a mechanical genius who uses cameras and screens to stalk us through the facility. That means destroying his body might not have been enough. His mind, his code, his servers, backups, or even his entire network could still be out there watching. Let's be real, the Doctor had so much time after the Hour of Joy to build himself a fortress or set up tons of traps with his minions. But instead of doing any of that, we got a pretty lame, boring boss fight. But here's the thing, in the Chapter 5 teaser trailer at the very end, we see text appear on a screen. And I don't think that's random. I think it's a teaser, a hidden hint that Dr. Harley Sawyer is coming back in Chapter 5. Is Doughy the Doman returning in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? If you didn't notice, the Chapter 5 cinematic trailer dropped yesterday, and I found a really interesting secret. When you turn on subtitles, you can see the prototype repeating his lines from the end of Chapter 4. But then something unexpected happens. Doughy suddenly speaks, saying, "We're not just things gone wrong, we're people." This could mean a few things. 1. We might discover more tapes from Doughy in Chapter 5. 2. The prototype might be imitating Doughy's voice, maybe to trick or manipulate us. Or 3. It's actually Doughy, meaning he didn't die after all. Either way, this is super intriguing, and I'm really hyped to see how Chapter 5 turns out. OMG guys, the new Poppy Playtime trailer just dropped, and it's another cinematic trailer. This trailer looks so good. The quality is honestly unbelievable. Right at the start, we see a location that looks very similar to that one screenshot area we've seen before, which is really interesting. We finally get a look at the yellow hand that's been teased all the way back since Chapter 1, and I'm super curious about what it's going to do. We also see the prototype doing something, though I honestly have no idea what's happening there yet. At the end, we see that the prototype has 2 of the same hands, which is something I already thought would be really cool even before they showed it. Unfortunately, they still didn't fully reveal the prototype. My theory is that the developers want our first time seeing him to be in the actual game, not in a trailer, and I think that's a great choice. And yes, we finally got a title and release date. Chapter 5 is called Broken Things, and it's releasing on February 18th, 2026. Are you guys ready for what's probably the final chapter? Yo guys, I have a crazy Poppy Playtime 5 theory. Listen up. Kissy Missy is the only character we can truly trust, and that's probably exactly why the prototype will kill her. At the end of Chapter 4, the prototype says he's going to kill all of us. When Poppy ran away, Kissy was the only one who stayed behind and tried to help us. It would also make sense narratively if the prototype eliminates everyone one by one, leaving us completely alone by the end of Chapter 5. In the end, we might be his happy meal. What do you guys think? What's your theory? finally might know what the prototype's face looks like in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. If you remember last year, we got that Halloween image showing pumpkins, including one next to a poppy flower on a pumpkin. On that other pumpkin, there was a strange face. The most noticeable detail was that it only had one visible eye, and that eye looked like a donut. There was no left eye at all. In the Chapter 5 VHS tape and gameplay trailer, we also saw the prototype with only one donut-shaped eye, and again, no left eye. So could this pumpkin image have been teasing the prototype's actual face all along? It definitely seems possible, especially since the prototype is heavily associated with a gesture-like theme, and that creepy face would fit perfectly with that kind of design. Of course, this isn't officially confirmed yet, but based on the matching donut eye and missing left eye, there's a very high chance that this pumpkin was an early hint at the prototype's true appearance in Chapter 5. Why does Poppy's dress look different? In the Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 gameplay trailer, we see Poppy wearing a new white dress instead of her usual blue one. This raised a lot of questions. Why the sudden change? If you remember the first cinematic trailer, Poppy was still wearing her blue dress, which makes sense since it likely takes place right after she leaves us at the end of Chapter 4. After falling down the vent, she encounters Lily, and that's where the trailer cuts off. Later in the Chapter 5 gameplay trailer, we see Lily hosting a tea party with several toys, and possibly Poppy too. Since tea parties have a more elegant, classic aesthetic, it's possible Lily gave Poppy the white dress so she would better match the theme and fit into the tea party atmosphere. The white dress could symbolize a new phase for Poppy, or even hint at Lily's influence over her. Whether it's just a cosmetic change or something more meaningful, it definitely feels intentional rather than random.